Hello and welcome once again, or perhaps it's for the first time, to my musical sanctuary, the tiny narrowboat, the Springer Waterbug Rambler. So today, believe it or not, I'd like to show you some music. I'd like to show you some of my creative happenings. This song is brand new, although you may have heard it maybe once before. So now I'm going to send you back in time to this afternoon when I recorded the rest of this video. I looked back at it just before and noticed there was a strange haze at the very beginning. I don't know what was going on with the lens, but it did clear out after a couple of minutes. So now that I've re-recorded this introduction, I'm going to show you what happened this afternoon. So just to set the scene for you, in this video I'm using a different tuning. Let me send you back in time to witness what is to be seen and heard. This is what F sounds like. It's more of an open tuning, so you can like strum the whole thing and it sounds right. It's sort of a chord on its own, whereas in a standard tuning you have to do more fingerings. You still have to do that in this tuning too, but they're different, and it can really give you a fresh boost of inspiration if you're feeling in a rut or you just want to try a new sound, which is kind of what I wanted to do. The first thing that made me think of it actually was I got this guitar and it's a slightly shorter scale, so it's got a shorter neck, which means there's less tension on these strings, which means in regular tuning it doesn't have quite the same feel to it. So I thought, well, why don't I try the tuning of F, where you actually tune up the E string on both ends, the high and the low E string, and you tune up the B string to a C. You tune the G string down to an F and the D string down to a C, and the A string stays the same. So you are putting a sort of a little bit more tension on the guitar, but I suppose it is equalled out by these two strings being detuned as well. So I really want to play you a song that I've written in this tuning not too long ago. This is a brand new song actually. Although on my album Chrysalis, which is the album that I released this year, June 2024, I have a few songs on there that are written in the tuning of F. I'll see if I can remember them. So there's Distant Fable, which is the first track, there's Chrysalis, which is the second track, and then there's The Inventor's Marvellous Painting. I think that's all of them, I might have missed one. But today I want to play you a song called The Waterfall, and this song is inspired by Emily and I's trip to St Nectan's Glen this year in Cornwall. It was a really magnificent day in the end, and we hadn't been there before, we hadn't really heard about it at all, so it was a completely new experience for us. And obviously when you go out to see something like a waterfall somewhere, you know it's going to be pretty beautiful and it's going to be nice, but I was not prepared for how incredible that waterfall was at St Nectan's Glen. So actually as soon as we walked back and we sat outside the van, we let Alan the cat out of the van to stretch her legs, and I sat with this guitar in this tuning and just started playing a few ideas, and this song just sort of flowed out. And then later on I added more lyrics and finished it, and I have recently recorded it to go on my next album. So yes, I think what it was I think I didn't expect the sort of strength of the image of that waterfall, and it really took me aback how it had etched almost like a perfect circle. It isn't a perfect circle, but it is a circle. It's like carved it itself over time, and then behind that there's a pool which people used to go in, and I think people sometimes do still go in. And the information about St Nectan's Glen isn't completely clear, but it seems like people used it as a healing pool in the past, and it's kind of gained this spiritual sacredness about it, and people actually like go there specifically to be healed and to just enjoy its presence. And yeah, when I saw it, it really gave me that impression of it had like a powerful presence to it that was quite emotional really. I do recommend you go visit it. It's yeah, it's not like anywhere else I've been. So it inspired this song, which I'm going to play you now. It's just starting to rain, so you may hear the pitter-patter of rain and whatever other noises may happen while I play this.
I would like to sing my song to the waterfall. So we'll walk through ancient forests to find that sacred place waiting for us. So stay for a short while, hear the water fall, feel the power as it trickles on. Stay and enjoy this ancient carving, calmly formed, and stand close by me. We remember it all. Tales of kings and ancient beings and castles by the sea. Bridges fall and caves expand where Merlin likes to be. So stay for a short while, hear the water fall, feel the power as it trickles on. Stay and enjoy this ancient carving, calmly formed. Stand next to me. We remember it all.
The Waterfall, inspired by St. Nectan's Glen. I'll talk through the lyrics of this song with you. I would like to sing my song to the waterfall, so we walk through rainy forest to find the sacred place waiting for us. This is so literal. I never write literal things, but that is super literal. So stay for a short while, hear the waterfall, Feel its power as it trickles on. Stay and enjoy this ancient carving, calmly formed. Stand close by me, we remember it all. I feel like this song is almost just recreating that feeling for me, the feeling of being there. And these lyrics are literal because it's transportative to that moment in time. It's saying the things that need to be said to take us all there, to the waterfall, and to be absorbed in its power and visualize it and just take some of that tranquility with us on our way. Because that was the thing that struck me with that waterfall, was it was just this sort of constant glugging, surging beacon of peace, like a symbol of creativity and the creative force of the universe. Like it's a non-stop well of constant creativity. Tales of kings and ancient beings and castles by the sea. Bridges fall and caves expand where Merlin likes to be. So this is actually about Tintagel Castle, which is down the way from St Nectan's Glen. But for me, all that mythology and the legend of Arthur and Tintagel and the castle on the rocks where there was a bridge that did collapse, and it's all a ruin now. All of that it's all part of the story as far as I'm concerned. That magic of St Nectan's Glen feeds into the magic of the legends of Arthur and Camelot and Merlin. It's all entwined. And it's almost like St Nectan's Glen is still there. It was there like that when Merlin saw it and Arthur, and it's still there for us to go see now. And maybe the circle's got a bit bigger around the bottom, but it's mostly the same. So yeah, that is all the lyrics for this. There aren't many. It is more of like a meditative piece, I suppose. And I'd like to think one day I could go and play this song to that waterfall. I don't know what they'd say about that. And we didn't film it. You can't actually film it for commercial purposes, so you can go and take a picture on your phone, and we did that, but I can't put any pictures in of it because I don't know if somebody sees it and they'll be like, oh, you can't put that in there. It's not worth the hassle, is it? So go and see it in real life. Don't just do an internet search for it. Go and see it. I think that was the beautiful thing for me, was that we hadn't seen what it looked like, so it was a real surprise. I also wanted to say that I played a gig yesterday in Huddersfield. Do you remember I mentioned about that one? It was so lovely. The music, everybody's music was awesome. Loads of lovely people came and enjoyed it. It was fantastic. And it's just inspiring to see people still going out to gigs and supporting live music and small venues, because yeah, it's getting pretty hard out there for small venues. And for musicians, the age of the digital is really making it hard to get paid. And yeah, I mean, I think we all lost money at the night. But do you know what? Like, my soul definitely feels enriched from hanging out with other musicians and having many lovely conversations and just going on that little adventure. It isn't all about money, and I'm really glad that I did it, even though maybe it did cost me something, but it was so worth it, absolutely. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. It's wonderful to have you here in Rambler just for this short time. Until next time, see you later.